Howdy, hi, Spaceman Josh here, and welcome back to Stellaris. Now, it has been a long time since I've had a chance to play this. A couple things I noticed when I did come in, though. Let's see, in Chile Prime, an issue with there is an unemployed specialist. Let's go ahead and see what I can do to remedy that. I don't know what kind of job specialists need. Specialists, what do they tend to do? So we actually need more jobs in normal workers, but we have more specialists in workers. That's probably not the best thing. Is there anything we can do with here? We can take out the dangerous wildlife. What would that do? Take, let's see. We could add 2 more districts. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that. Missing technology, dangerous wildlife clearing. Okay, no, I can't do that yet. Let's go ahead and build a generator district. Simply because I don't know if it'll add a specialist job, but I know that we need to get that filled because we actually are losing energy. As well as there are open this house means there's open building slots here, so let's take a look at what we can do. Let's see. So the 7 population, no amenities at all. That's probably not the best thing. However, our production of consumer goods is perfectly zero. Not perfectly zero. It's 0.02 in the positive, so we should probably increase that. So we should. So this would create goods like that. So let's go ahead and do that with these buildings. It would use minerals, which we're creating 148 of. So let's go ahead and do that with each of these so we get up to 36. And hopefully that'll help keep us in the positive for a while until we can figure out how to get everything balanced. Biggest thing is with our sectors. Now, this sector, the Jet Prime sector, has 9 planets. Meanwhile, the Icarus Prime sector only has 2. And so we had to change this one to making consumer goods in order to make sure to keep it in the positive. But they haven't done much work for that. Hopefully that'll take care of soon. Go ahead and unpause it. It's on normal speed now. The station over here, where's that at? Over there. Okay, so it's working on that. And that fleet just got into there. Are they actually still there? They are not. So they could either be in this system, or that system over there. To make sure they don't continue going this way, I think first I'll have them check that system there. And then if they're not there, they'll go here. Because they weren't in this system, because that's where the fleet just was. What's the Tundra rolled 75%? Okay. You got this scientist over here. What are you doing? Going through here, avoiding that red exclamation point. Construction ship over here. What are you doing? Nothing at all. Other construction ships. Where are you at? You're over here with there. You're over there. Let's take this ship and move it up to here. Let's tell them to build that station over there so we can try to take these 2 since it's still connected with ours. Just get it out of the way so I don't forget about it, because I will forget about it. Let's see. What else do we need to look at doing? This science ship isn't moving at all, but where is it at? It's over here.
System survey complete.
System survey. Where is it at? UNIF. Okay, not that bad. Leader gain experience. Science ship over here, what is it? 80%, that's not that bad. What was it? A continental world. So, because there's a thing up there, let's survey that system and then go along this way. Because I think we had another science ship. Yeah, we have all this stuff up here. I want to connect it all up this way. We need to eventually go over here as well, but I'll worry about that later. Need to keep an eye so they're not here, which probably means that they're either down there or back in Hithram. So so they'll be heading back. Not too worried about that. Went positive again with that. Hopefully it will become in the positive soon. If you look at buildings, how long is it going to take? It's at 25%. How many more days on this? 260. So let's go ahead and pick the speed now since we're kind of getting into the flow again. Let's take a look at this over here. What are you building over here? I already forget. City district. It's a auto. Okay. A what? Oh, anomaly. I thought I said a colony. I'm like, hold up. 78. Go ahead and do it. So this one has a 70%, and then a continental world, which is going to be nice anyway. I already know it's going to be in the green for us. Oh, hey, we can do another tradition. Well, let's go ahead and start finishing this stuff off then. Let's do increase administrative capacity, because I don't know exactly what that does, but I'm assuming it'll be good for us in the long run. We also have 38 out of 36 naval capacity ships. We're still over capacity, but we're almost there to the point where we can actually reasonably have something.
Construction complete.
So also this should be finished what it was doing. Okay, good thing it paused because everything's happening all at once. Okay, apocalypse past. Now once home to a race of reasonably intelligent beings, destroyed themselves decades away from spaceflight. Planet was recovered from what must have been immense acts of senseless destruction, but it still bears very visible scars. Few remaining ruins on the surface, a reasonably well presented stone monolith inscribing with a message quickly decoding to Hagaga. It is a warning from the last of the extinct species to whoever they believed would arise after their passing. It was the development of an ultimate weapon that was their downfall. Some quirk in the psychology of the species eventually rendered difference through mutually assured destruction impossible. Survivors, before dying of unknown causes soon after, hid this weapon deeply underground, as destroying them was difficult, and left this message dissuade us from going looking for them. Then dissuade we shall be, or find those weapons. Another special project. I really don't need it. I don't need a Death Star.
Special project complete.
I'm for the most part pacifist. I really don't need a Death Star. Special project complete. Got +3 to Dadaska 8. 38. Do it. How's this working out for us? We still have an unemployed specialist. We made that. So, hello. Terraforming candidate discovered. We'll be able to be terraformed once the climate restoration technology has been researched. Leave it be for now. Change scientist or research. The ship will resume its previous activities when done. Let's just do that. Fascinating. I don't know. I clicked the anomaly apparently. What was this? It was 78. Okay, I'm not too worried about that. Now, how do we get more specialists? We need 5 populations, and I would assume.
System survey complete.
Okay, we got all this taken care of. Leader leveled up. Coolio, coolio, coolio. Okay, what are we doing down here? Federation B2 is exceptionally rich in minerals. Minerals are unfortunately of no use to us. However, science. The ship has requested the gem Dominion set aside 100 energy credits for the purposes of this project, and we will not, or very well already, the position charges. It issues a special project. How many special projects we got going on right now? Let's see. So, move this over here. We have this that we haven't done. We have to investigate the Cap aliens. I don't know why that's not already being done. There's this as well. The construction ship has to be in orbit. There's this special project. There's the migrating forest, so we can actually deal with them. I didn't actually remember that, so... What's this? I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so... We only have a couple, and we also can only do them when the science is present, so let's not do it for now. I'm trying to focus on other stuff. Yeah, see, this one was an 80% the continental world. Ooh, we got one up here, 80% another continental. The fleet has not found them, so let's continue onward. in this direction. Hopefully we can continue to figure out where they are at, because that's a red warning that we need to take care of as soon as possible.
System survey complete.
Okay, let's check out the black hole, or the abyss, whatever you want to call it. So complete over here. Cool.
Anomaly found.
Yeah, 38. Do it. I'm not worried about that. We're down 2 on food.
System survey
That's
complete.
a bit of an issue. We think we have enough influence to create another starbase, though. Where are you at with this? You are still over here. Okay, well then we can have. I guess we'll take you and do it there. Micro singularity. Ooh. A micro singularity recently intersected G7. That's 7? Yeah, 7. Passing straight through the core and emerging on the other side of the planet. The encounter does not seem to have caused any permanent damage, but it has altered the energy output of the planetary core slightly in a way that defies our current scientific models. Further study may be warranted. Fascinating. You can add more physics research to that. And there's also a word we haven't thing. A tropical world. That's probably going to be somewhere between 50 and 70. Maybe more towards 50. In vivo. Zona researchers of Jepris Prime have published an open letter demanding that the local legislation restricting experiments on near-sapient alien species be relaxed. They make a convincing case for the scientific benefits and warn that the output of the entire scientific community on Jepris Prime will suffer unless the laws are revised. The ethics of it all remain questionable. We can ignore it, and the society research from jobs gets reduced for essentially for 2 years, or we will access to their demands, and so it still decreases happiness, but it gets 250 societal research. That's not a lot of research, especially with the big projects that I'm doing, so I'm just going to ignore them. Crystalline entities. The reports of strange, free-floating crystal-like objects observed in certain systems have been investigated. The ship-sized objects and their slightly smaller but equally crystal-like satellites at first appear inert, but suddenly shift in their orientation relative to how our ships and new energy signatures emerging from within the prisms, indicating that they should be regarded as hazardous and approached with caution. As we do not wish to risk coming into conflict with these prismatic enigmas, we ought to establish remote surveillance and observe them from the capital. Fascinating creatures, or we can learn to coexist. Study or pass. Excuse me. Pacification. We do not want to have to fight them, so let's do that. That's a physics thing. Finished in 31 months. Do it. I think that's what the research was for the Kappa aliens. Wing construction ship in orbit. Where is that at? Ubiqual B1. Track a map. Where is that at? Over here. Do I have any nearby construction ships? I actually have this one over here. They're almost done with that. This one is almost there. Where's the other one? Where are you at? You're over there, so that's gonna take a bit of time. Yeah, so at least now I know where that's at for now. Let's go to the situation log and stop tracking. Alright, have we figured out this planet yet? We have not.
Complete.
Cool. So let's not click on you. Click on that. That's the space whale. Now let's build the mining stations. And then once we do that, we can research projects in the system, and then we can go back to moving here. Hey, you made it there. You're almost going to be able to construct that. Cool. What are you doing over here? You're doing the special project, aren't you? Yes, yes you are. Okay. The fleet has not found them yet, so I'm going to start back there and then move my way in like this. And then if I still haven't found them, I'll move up here. Because we need to find them. Anomaly challenging 194. Oh, that one's very easy. Let's do that one. This one, leave be for now. Construction complete over there. Nice. Let's keep pause. Vacuum artifact covered. Nothing really worth interesting. +1 artifacts recovered and gained physics research. Cool. Have any special projects that we can do or anomalies that we can investigate within our space? There's the really challenging ones, or the routine ones that take 150. Although that is, let's see. There really isn't much though. There's this over here that's already being done. There's this one up here that it is also being done. So there's those ones. At the very least, how many science ships do we have? Just the 3 or 4. Let's move this one over to here, since there really isn't anything in this direction to work on right now. And then I needed to click on you and do the research stations, and then I needed you to move there. Wooden hegemony. Thriving biosphere, Clostenosis, unexpected lack of diversity as one particular family of tall trees dominate the ecosystem. Though not harmful in and of themselves, their monocultural hegemony appears to have a detrimental effect on the survivability of the planet's small animals. A xenobiologist of some repute has put together a plan for rebalancing the alien biosphere. We can improve the plan. We'll leave the planet be, and then we won't be able to get as much food from them. Food tends to be, we barely break even on almost all of our food. So, approve the plan. What is your current plan to do? No, you're going to, not you. Which one? I think it was this one. Yes! You plan on going down there and that like that. Well, change of plan. You're going to research those projects in the system, and then continue going. And this time, we're going to go down like that. 'Cause reasons. And then we'll go out this way. Because that's something I want to get done to be able to make the planet a little bit more habitable. It's a tropical world that's only 60%, but that may increase it. If it increases it, it'd be very interesting to see how. You're going over there to do that special project, get to know. Are we still having the issue with the job? Yes. We still haven't increased the population. How close are we to that? I would assume we're pretty close because this one just went up. So we go ahead and go into here. We're doing decently okay with the consumer goods, so the food could be improved. Is there a way I can do that? Let's see, this creates energy credits, this creates, so here is a hydroponics farm, produces 12 food. Let's get a little bit ahead of the game on that. And then we also have Papa's Prime, who's creating an agricultural district, as well as I want them to also get a heavy game on this. So we got that. If you look at the population, there's really only one thing. Is it? I wonder if that means there's only a few people working then. Interesting. Well, we did hit the end of the video, so I'll go ahead and stop here. I'm surprised we still haven't found the other group of pirates or whatever it was. I don't remember anymore. But thank you all for watching. If you liked it, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to see more of my videos, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you want, you can also hit the bell. It'll turn on notifications, let you know right when I upload. There's also now a video that the YouTube algorithm thinks is the best for you to watch off of my channel. Other than that, thank you for trying with me today. Spaceman Josh, out.